हेलो एवरीवन, वापस टेल जा रहा है। राइस खेल रहा हूँ भाई। ठीक है, एक सेकंड देख लूँ मैं, सब कुछ ऑन है ना मेरा। अब शायद प्रोबेबली बॉस साइट है, क्योंकि लास्ट टाइम मैंने डंजन पूरा ख़त्म कर दिया था शायद। या यहाँ पे होती है शायद बॉस फाइट, वो सामने थोड़ा एरिया है ना खाली सा, उधर होगा शायद।
She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be
the captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here. Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up.
Listen, Aya. Just give me a second. So I'm back.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking.
और जाना पड़ेगा। और बड़ा रंजन है क्या? इतना बड़ा करा मैंने अभी। शिप इंटीरियर लेवल 2 भाई। वेट, और लंबा है क्या डंजन? डोंट टेल मी यार।
What's wrong, sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
Interior level 2 sunk.
More to it than that.
Wait, what? अभी और है?
What could it be?
इतना बढ़िया, मतलब बड़ा बढ़िया तो नहीं बोलूँगा मैं। वेट, इधर से ही तो आया हूँ मैं, है ना? तो मैं उल्टा चला गया आई गेस। बहुत बढ़िया। इधर ही कहीं जाना है, सामने। जितना मैंने देखा बॉस फाइट तो इधर ही कहीं होती है। किधर जाना है भाई? इतना लंबा बॉस फाइट क्यों करवाया फिर, अगर यहाँ पे जाना ही नहीं है तो। बॉस फाइट कह रहा हूँ, लंबा डंजन। वेरी अनोइंग। लिफ्ट कहाँ है? एल फ्लोर पे चलता है। अच्छा, एक्सेसिबल ही नहीं है। लोअर लेवल पे क्या हूँ क्या मैं? हाँ मैं गया हूँ लोअर लेवल पे। L1 पे चलो। L1 और L2 एक्सेसिबल होगा शायद, लेकिन L3 एंड L4 नहीं एक्सेसिबल। व्हाट अ मेस। कहाँ जाना है? मैं कंफ्यूज हूँ। L4 के लिए चाबी चाहिए क्या?
Do you sense one of your friends?
इधर कुछ है शायद। चलो।
An opponent like this should be easy. Bring him down! Elusive deity! Rotating pile driver!
Mine. Not on my watch. A freak. Carve through armor. Ice tornado. A freezing storm.
Could have been worse.
मुझे YouTube प्ले थ्रू देखना पड़ेगा क्या? ये तो बहुत अनोइंग बात हो गई कि मेरे को पता ही नहीं अब कहाँ जाना है, बस बोल दिया कि चाहो कहीं। ऐसा थोड़ा ना चलता है भाई, देर से जा सकता हूँ कहीं। नहीं यार, ये कुछ है। ये तो कोई चाबी वगैरह मिलेगा क्या भाई, जिससे मैं जा पाऊँ कोई दूसरे फ्लोर पर? अगर कुछ हाँ है तो यहाँ पे भाई दिखता क्यों नहीं है? जब मैं आता हूँ पहली बार नहीं दिखता है मेरे को, पूरा टाइम वेस्ट होता है।
Like it's all some damn game to her.
क्या अभी 3-4 फ्लोर पे भी जाना पड़ेगा? इतना लंबा डंजन है यार वैसे ही, और भी बड़ा। वो लंबे डंजन्स नहीं पसंद आता। आई डोंट लाइक लॉन्ग डंजन्स। छुट्टी करो फटाफट वाला चाहिए हमको डंजन। चलो इधर ही कहीं जाना है, चलो कुछ तो है। एंड यहाँ से नहीं जा सकता मैं, बहुत बढ़िया। तो मुझे शायद जाना पड़ेगा पहले ऊपर वाले फ्लोर पे। बहुत बढ़िया। पहले राइट चलते हैं क्योंकि ऊपर भी राइट ही था ना। यहाँ पे होगा क्या बॉस फाइट? पर
Is
यहाँ
this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this
तब
stuff.
से कि लेफ्ट साइड से आना था।
Be on your guard.
ठीक है,
We know there could be something hiding around here.
अच्छा नहीं यहाँ से भी आ ही सकता था अल्टीमेटली। यहाँ पे बंदे हैं, ध्यान से रहना पड़ेगा थोड़ा।
What's this thing?
पहले मैं सेव करूँगा। आजा भाई।
An opponent like this should be easy. No further.
Can you take it?
Be my guest.
None will escape my judgment. Tiger Blade. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
एक्सपेक्टेड होना चाहिए था कि मुझे वहाँ पे नहीं मिलेगा बॉस, क्योंकि वहाँ पे हीलिंग नहीं था ना।
Looks like
एंड इधर नहीं जाना मुझे, राइट से रास्ता है क्या भाई? उसको जगाना ही पड़ेगा लगता है। धीरे धीरे चलते हैं, उसको बिना जगह ऐसे चलेंगे। यहाँ से शुरू कर देता हूँ तो चलना। जागे मन भाई, बहुत टाइम लग जाएगा तो सर बैटल करने में। मेरे को लग रहा है जाना ही पड़ेगा जहाँ पे वो बनता है, बिकॉज
Out of my way! Armor won't save you! This one's mine!
you picked the wrong house, bro. ज़्यादा होता नहीं है क्या इसके डैमेज से?
We'll soon see about that.
किसारा की मतलब जो
Well then,
आर्ट्स है,
let's keep moving.
किसारा के उससे ज़्यादा डैमेज नहीं होता है। नाइट आर्मर
Looks like some solid equipment.
कहाँ पे यूज़ कर सकता हूँ मैं? इसका है शायद, नहीं इसका नहीं है, फिर इसका होगा। हाँ चलो भाई, लगता है ड्रैगन से लड़ना ही पड़ेगा वो दरवाज़ा खोलने के लिए। होली
I
शिट,
forgive you.
तो पकड़ो ऐसे, तो मैं इसको ऐसे पकड़ूंगा और फिर इसको ऐसे पकड़ूंगा,
Those flying creatures are real
फिर ऐसे करूँगा।
Here's our healing line.
कुछ तो वीकनेस है इसका, अच्छा इसका पानी वीकनेस है। तो स्पैम कर जा रहा हूँ मैं अपना आगोश टॉमी, क्योंकि ये है स्ट्रॉन्ग इसके अगेंस्ट।
That's my cue.
Shut him down.
एक्सप्लोजन, वेरी नाइस। किल देता भाई शियोन, थैंक यू। लगा सुनने में बुरा। किसका एबिलिटी है? स्पेशल क्या मैं कर तो रहा हूँ डॉज। रुको रुको, अभी इसको डैमेज होगा शायद अच्छे से, बिकॉज ही वॉज इन स्काई।
Make it rain. Jolene, this one's got your name on it.
Ashes to ashes।
Am I on a roll?
यहाँ
or
से दिख
what?
रही है क्या? यहाँ पे होगा शायद बैटल, हाँ
Bright and shiny mood.
जितना मुझे याद था। ये देखो, अब हम जा पाएंगे नीचे।
Did that get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.
We'll just have to go back and check, right? चलो अब होगा प्यारा प्यारा बॉस। अरे नहीं, L2 नहीं, टाइम वेस्ट हो रहा है। L3 जाना है मुझे।
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
क्या शिप में भी होते हैं क्या इसके हुडल के फ्रेंड्स? लेट्स गो। यहाँ पे सेव कर लूँगा। कभी भी हील लेके सेव मत करा करो भाई, मुझे मालूम है कितना प्रॉब्लम हुआ था, क्योंकि हील ना कितना भी कर लो वापस नहीं आने वाला है ये। अब ले लेता हूँ हील, क्योंकि मैं जब पहली बार वॉक थ्रू में था इधर, पहले इधर जाते हैं, फिर जब जाने वाले होंगे ना तब जाऊँगा।
We've only one last place to look. Straight ahead.
तो इधर क्या है, राइट साइड में क्या है?
Almeidria.
चलो सेम ही होगा चीज़, बस इन्होंने एक अलग जगह स्टार दे दिया है। चलो बॉस फाइट।
Almeidria!
Almeidria।
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something. I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Danon Witch.
Almeidria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like the rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of
Average
those who
Renan.
possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Mies. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed.
The
they're
Kingdom Hearts बनने
unthinkable.
वाले गेम Darkness
Your heart
in our hearts.
is nothing but darkness.
Heartless.
What
Let's
a
go.
fool. To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work.
ये शांडे से बनते हैं लॉर्ड्स, ये इजीली डिफीट कर लेंगे. इनको थोड़ा समझ नहीं आता क्या 2 लॉर्ड्स को हमने डिफीट कर दिया, तीसरा क्या थोड़ा हार्ड काम होगा.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
और एक लॉर्ड को तो अपने साथ ही रख लिया.
I won't let you insult them so.
ओह, डोलीम्स कैरेक्टर डेवलपमेंट.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
किसे देख रही है?
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed.
What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power.
मैं शियोन के साथ लॉन्ग रेंज खेलूंगा भाई. इजी सबसे ज्यादा
And
चीज.
now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of.
मुंह पे धूप पड़ रही है भाई.
Nesmold!
लेफ्ट से भी और गेम की स्क्रीन से भी. अरे यार 2 बार ये क्या बात हुई? क्या लगातार 2 बार बैटल करेंगे क्या हम? एक बार इससे और एक बार इसके ड्रैगन से. बड़ी वियर्ड चीज़ है. या बस ड्रैगन से करेंगे. लेट्स सी.
Enjoy your meal!
लॉर्ड अल्माइड्रा.
Sad
रुको
eyes.
भाई, मेरे को स्ट्रैटेजी बनानी पड़ेगी.
Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do.
That's right. Clone me. Every step brings you closer to being me.
You're wrong. You're wrong. I'm nothing like you. Ice tornado. Huh, huh. A freezing storm.
इसके अगेंस्ट क्या स्ट्रांग होगा वैसे?
Tornado. Huh, huh. A freezing storm. Ice tornado.
Shattering the pieces. Attack time.
जरूरत हेल्प हो सकता है थोड़ा.
Think again. A freezing storm. Meteor. Ice. Let the marksman handle this. I never miss. Confiscated.
ये गेम में बॉस फाइट में मौसम बड़ा अच्छा है. You picked the wrong house, fool.
A freezing storm.
Snake of the abyssal
कर डॉट सारे का.
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready.
अरे अरे अरे.
If it's in the sky, it's mine.
Raging Luna Storm.
Freeze. Ice tornado.
Can't get out of
A freezing storm. A freezing storm. Ice tornado. A freezing storm. Denied. A freezing storm.
अरे नहीं, क्या डैमेज लगा. कैसे ठीक करूं?
ready and raring. Armor won't save.
आइटम्स पहली बार मैं यूज कर रहा हूँ हेल्थ वाला.
Another incantation ruined.
मैं क्यों अटक गया? क्या अजीब गेम है पनिशिंग.
This one's mine.
शियोन खेलता गई वापस. चलो आ गई. अब रुको आइटम यूज करूंगा वापस शियोन पे.
A new lease on
आर्ट चेंज करना है भाई. बहुत धीरे लेता है ये.
Kizara, go for it.
किसी की एचपी तो लो है. अल्फिन की.
They're attacking separately.
Can't land a hit on her.
Keep an eye on her and take out the monster first.
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that.
अरे ये बकवास है. इसको चेंज करो पहले. इसकी जगह लगा लेता हूँ. मैं लगाऊंगा बर्निंग स्ट्राइक ही रखता हूँ. बर्निंग स्ट्राइक बेस्ट है. ज़रा टाइम नहीं लेता
Get away.
एंड एफिशिएंट भी है.
Fury! Burning strike! Hear me! Flame of fury! Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning strike! Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning strike!
निकाल ड्रैगन को निकालूंगा. अपने आप वो वीक हो जाएगी या कुछ तो. क्योंकि उसको 2 लाख है तो वापस करने में वो तो ओवर पावर्ड हो जाता है बॉस फाइट तो.
Wits about you people! Burning strike! Hear me!
Anything in armor is all mine.
अल्टी प्लस वो एक मिनी सेकंड के लिए देते हो वो. तुम्हें लगता है क्या मेरे को पता चल जाएगा क्या करना है?
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arts aren't so special. And now, you're mine!
क्या हो रहा है? अरे मत जाओ ना उधर. अगर मरना ही है तुम लोग को. रुको भाई. अब डोलिम को रिवाइव करना पड़ेगा. डोलम की जगह मैं पार्टी में तब तक के लिए मैं डाल देता हूँ रियोन. शियोन क्या नाम है इसका? रिनवेल. बहुत जल्दी कर दिया भाई मैंने उसका एबिलिटी.
Light up the dark! I never miss! Alright, let me at him! Divine! Here's the healing art all day! Go! It's hard up! This one is mine!
Shattering the pieces.
Behold my here's the healing art! Her master core! Not while I'm around, she isn't! This one's mine!
Eat dirt.
More with that gore! Take this! Goodwill! I'll never forgive you!
What?
I'll take you down!
लेट्स गो. डेड.
Frozen!
Hammer!
खत्म. वेरी नाइस. मेरा एक गेम से पता है इंटरेस्ट पूरा खत्म हो गया था. मेरे को बस स्टोरी की जाननी थी क्या हुआ है. इसलिए खेल रहा हूँ मैं गेम अब वापस. कॉम्बैट मुझे इसका इतना बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं, मतलब ज़्यादा ठीक नहीं लगा था क्योंकि मुझे थोड़ा क्लंकी सा फील हुआ था. इतना रिस्पॉन्सिव नहीं लगा था कॉम्बैट.
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Chill out, mate. बाकी 2 को मार दिया. इसका क्या करोगे भाई? तब नहीं किसी को कुछ प्रॉब्लम.
But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I
इसको भी
won't
पार्टी
kill
में ले
you.
लो चलो.
I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Danon, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to.
डेड मर जा भाई. ये तो गलत होगा भाई. बाकी दोनों को मारा
What you
हमने.
think.
वो क्या नाम था?
Or being Danon
वो
or
आइस वाले
Vernon,
एरिया का है और बाल
because
क्या नाम था? बालसेफ.
you atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
और इसको नहीं. ये तो भाई गलत बात हो गई. अरे ये वापस आ गया. कौन है भाई ये? इस दुनिया का सेफिरोथ. ये फिफ्थ लॉर्ड है क्या?
Lord Volron,
Yep.
what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
सस्ता सेफिरोथ. मतलब फुल में कुछ लगता है कि कैरेक्टर एकदम सेफिरोथ टाइप ऑफ वाइब देता है. बाल भी देखो वाइट है. लॉन्ग स्वॉर्ड.
Wretched snake.
वाइब भी वैसे ही रहता है.
Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
गया मास्टर कोर. डेड. भाई अगर ये लॉर्ड है तो इसको क्यों नहीं मालूम पड़ा डोहलीम को कि ये जब, क्योंकि डोहलीम भी तो था ना जब अटैक किया था उसने पहली बारी.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganeth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name,
अच्छा
Volron.
चलो ये समझा
And
दिया.
like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
इसकी आवाज़ एल्फिन जैसी क्यों है? पर इसको जानती है. आई नीड मोर एक्सप्लेनेशन मैन.
Think you can cut me down? What?
ओके पूरा टूट गया ऑलमोस्ट. मैं प्रोबेबली डिफिकल्टी अननोन कर रहा हूँ पता है, क्योंकि मुझे थोड़ा तो चैलेंज चाहिए यार. और इसकी आँख क्या है? ओके पता है मुझे. ये पता चल गया था यूट्यूब से कि ये एक वो है शायद रेनन, शायद, क्योंकि मेरे को यूट्यूब में कोई तो एक स्पॉइलर आया था जैसे लोग डालते हैं ऑब्वियसली
What just happened to him?
कि शायद रेनन है. पता नहीं ऐसा ही कुछ देखा था मैंने शायद. पर ज़्यादा मुझे इससे नहीं पता. क्या हुआ भाई? अरे एनिमे कट सीन. लेट्स गो. वॉल्यूम बहुत होगी. बारिश होने लगी. ये वाटर वाला है. मुझे लगा था ये डार्कनेस वगैरह कुछ होगा इसका. ओ इसको अब दर्द हो रहा है. वो आयरन मास्क शायद इसको प्रिवेंट करता था शायद डैमेज. लॉल सैड.
Come and find me. If you truly are the Sovereign.
सॉवरेन है, मुझे लगा था, पता नहीं क्यों यही शायद अभी करंट सॉवरेन है, पता नहीं, मुझे लग रहा था बस टाइप ऑफ। टेस्ट सब्जेक्ट 1273। ओके, क्या हुआ ये यही टाइप ऑफ मैंने देखा था कुछ यूट्यूब पे, इसका स्पॉइलर, मतलब पूरी वीडियो नहीं देखी थी पर
After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home.
मैंने देखा था यूट्यूब पे
I doubt I'll ever see this
कि
place again.
ये रैंडम टाइप ऑफ क्लोथ्स में था और इसे कोई कंट्रोल कर रहा था।
Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake.
क्या हुआ है जो इन सब से बात करना है शायद, चलो। थोड़ा यंग लग रहा है इसमें, काफी पतला सा, दुबला सा। क्या बोला इसे? डाना, लाइक डानन टाइप ऑफ। क्या हो रहा है भाई? नीड सम मोर कॉन्टेक्स्ट, लेट्स गो। यहाँ से होगी स्टोरी प्रोग्रेस।
As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards.
किधर जाऊँ?
Shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back to my room.
शियोन है क्या वो? यस, जैसे खड़ी थी वैसे लग ही रहा था। किस बात का सॉवरेन है? मतलब लिटरली सॉवरेन है, बस ऐसे ताना मार
I
के
just
बुलाता है।
wanted to go back. To Dana. To my home.
ये भी डैनन था मतलब पहले, ओके।
Alphen.
Leori.
न्योरी। मास्टर और What just happened? मास्टर ऑफ क्या आउट ऑफ कंट्रोल हो गया or something like that. तो उसके बाद ब्लॉन्ड क्यों है?
Elfin. Live for me.
Dead.
No. Aori. No!
Give me some more context, man. कुछ नहीं समझा, क्या फायदा?
Wait, please. Wait,
अब हम ये कहाँ है? एल्डन मेनेंसिया में है क्या वापस?
What was that?
मैं डिफिकल्टी अननोन कर रहा हूँ भाई अब. जब तक मेरे को प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगा तब तक मैं वापस हार्ड पे नहीं
How long
जाऊँगा.
ago was that?
तो हुई मैं इतना ओवर लेवल्ड अभी.
That's right. Shion.
क्या हो रहा है भाई?
Right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone?
तो इसका अब हाथ जलेगा ना शायद. क्या शी अनडेड है क्या?
I need to find them. Better start looking.
गानत हेरोस मतलब उसके रीजन में आ गए हम. ट्रॉपिकल रीजन है. ठीक है, पहले तो मैं अब सेटिंग चेंज करूँ. वो पहनना है मेरे को ये. अब थकान भी फील होती है क्या ऐसा? पहले नहीं होती थी.
Niori. Shion. Damn it. Here I come! Now! Eternal devastation! Azure Storm! Orochi's Fury! Orochi's Fury! Pure Mud! Orochi's Fury! Orochi's Fury! Orochi's Fury! Orochi's Fury!
इतना टाइम ये क्या उसकी वजह से लग रहा है क्या?
You're finished!
डिफिकल्टी के वजह से.
Here I come! Orochi's Fury! Take it! Orochi's Fury! Plasma Shock! Here I come! Mirage! Here I go! Plasma Shock! This one's all mine! Eat dirt! Plasma Shock! Mirage! Plasma Shock! There! Plasma Shock! Plasma Shock! Plasma Shock! Plasma Shock!
पैरालाइज हो गया भाई बेमतलब का।
Plasma Shock! Plasma Shock! Plasma Shock! Plasma Shock! Mirage!
अरे अरे
There! Plasma Shock! Stop! Wrong fight!
but I'm pretty
Plasma Shock! Plasma Shock! Mirage! Plasma Shock!
मैं माइक थोड़ा बंद करूंगा भाई, मेरे ऊपर पता नहीं वापस काम चालू हो गया।
Plasma Shock! Mirage! Plasma Shock! Orochi's Fury! Orochi's Fury! Oh, this one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight! Plasma Shock! Mirage! Orochi's Fury! Orochi's Fury! Orochi's Fury!
Alvin?
Finwell!
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Finwell, where are we?
Ganeth Haros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
I think Huro senses an owl around here. Speaking of Thistlelim, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zeugles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now, trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah,
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
Now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right.
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah. And now we can finally go rescue Shion.
There's
मेरा माइक अब ठीक है.
something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
Cool, bro. लॉरेन मेरे का मुंह खुला रह गया. शांति, कितना शांति.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegis.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danan?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Shion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned.
ऊपर वापस शुरू हो गया बेटा तेरे की
I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion? Rescue? What do the others think?
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Dahnan, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Dahnan for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renin. Many mysteries
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet,
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renins invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffer.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew.
You couldn't have known. Still, poor Shion must be lonely.
Yeah, you're right. What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. So. Feel it.
All I know is Shion needs our help.
Say, how did you get back down?
I came down in a Renin starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renins, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt it.
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori? One of their own?
Even within Renin society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years?
In all honesty, you don't. Be it several centuries.
What are you saying?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
Then I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice. The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're... Do you understand? If I'm... But, if you're still not convinced...
What I've been...
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue What's gotten into you, man?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that.
Sounds like me.
Look, I get it. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? But here's the thing. None of that...
I guess.
It's about Naori. Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking... Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is...
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. I can't guarantee anyone's safety.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign power? Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter. No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only... What's it gonna be?
What do you think? Of course...
So then quit gripe!
Listen.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while.
Yeah. Just give me a little more time to fill in the...
Hey, don't even mention it. You've told...
Back to the inn, I guess.
There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That... sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Look sharp, people. If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Remember, if the pain's too much,
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come! We can't let even a single one through!
There's a firm no-Zoogle policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then.
lightning! Firmament trigger!
Bet that shell's hiding something tasty.
Here I come! This armor's too strong.
Split it open.
Be my guest.
Going in! Going in! Dance in the wind! Going in! More for the south side!
Handle it!
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that!
Shoot back! Stand back. I'll trip it up. This one's mine!
They're all in pain.
No further! Here I come!
I'm ready for this.
Already is black!
Dance in the wind! Guardian
All right.
Eat it! Dragon Swarm!
Eat this.
What you through!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Their arms were interrupted.
Rising Leopard! It's
I
over!
can carve through armor.
Firmament render!
Dark wind. I'm ready to go. I'll crush you. Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw.
Not today!
Dark wind.
Dance in the wind!
Another will run around. Demon's descent. Flashing fang.
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
चलो भाई ऊपर जो भी काम हो रहा था थोड़ा कम हुआ वापस वहीं चालू करूँ मैं
You know, this land kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs.
मेन जाना है मेरे को जो मेन सीढ़ी रहेगा ना
And in the
यहाँ
end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too.
पे What?
My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bones with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion.
Legion. Okay.
According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
मैंने बहुत टाइम से अपना चीजों का अपग्रेड वगैरह नहीं किया है.
Let's stop by the inn and plan our next move from there.
यहाँ पे बीच में आइटम पड़ा हुआ है जिसका फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता. लाइफ बॉटल, थैंक यू. यहाँ पे भी कुछ है, प्रोबेबली कोई फिश है.
We've got all the ingredients for that recipe now.
Great. I'll let you cook then.
यहाँ पे आ सकता हूँ क्या?
Wait,
नहीं ना.
what?
एनहांस एक्सेसरी कर सकता हूँ प्रोबेबली काफ़ी का. कोई चीज़ के लिए आइटम ही नहीं है. बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया भाई. इसके लिए चलो, पहली बार देखा. इन्फर्नो फैन कहाँ पे तो मिलेगा ये सब चीज़ें.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
चलो भाई. सुबह में निकल रहा हूँ.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
मुझे कुछ है क्या? तो इधर से आए होंगे प्रोबेबली हम. हाँ, इधर से आए थे. अब ऊपर से निकलना होगा प्रोबेबली. सेव कर लेता हूँ. मैं नहीं कर रहा साइड क्वेस्ट.
Let's see what's going on.
By the way,
महावर क्या है?
wait. Don't tell me we still haven't found him.
वो
It's
शिप
not like we
वाला.
haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but
all of the other crew members are accounted for, including us.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring him. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, Isn't it strange we haven't...
Do you think he might still be alive
I think stranger thing, whether he's alive or otherwise. We've exhausted...
Fine. Thistlein was founded by Danon, but when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan.
They almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of.
Even the weird Danons just like them?
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued, it's only a matter of time.
I suppose that makes sense.
You saw how destitute the village was. They needed food, badly. We hunted some...
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. Something's on your mind.
Of course not. Almadria was the one I hated. For as long, but ever since getting to know Shion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Besides, the situation with Almadria was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, but a part of me thought it served her right. That she'd gotten what she deserved. But another, don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again...
Who said it had to make...
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You didn't... As for what it...
Some...
Or don't.
No,
Blah,
dear.
blah.
And hey,
अब मेरे ख्याल से मेरे को टाइम लगेगा जैसे पहले लगता था मॉब बैटल्स में भी। वाओ क्या सही लग रहा है एरिया।
I think Hoodle senses an owl around here.
It feels like I'm melting.
Calaglia was pretty hot, but at least the air there...
I can hardly breathe, it's so stuffy. And don't get me started on the...
It's brutal, all right. All this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits about you.
What's needed at times like these is a relax...
And where do you expect...
What about you, Alphen? All that...
Yeah, I guess when you've lived a life to...
Well, lucky you, I guess.
प्रोबेबली मुझे जाना रहेगा अभी पहले इधर, फिर अल्टीमेटली जाना रहेगा उधर। पता नहीं, कंफ्यूजिंग है। एक ऑब्जेक्टिव दे देते तो अच्छा लगता, बट सैडली वैसा नहीं होने वाला लगता है।
I'll be denied this one. Blah, blah, blah.
Take this! I'll take out the lake with my shield.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well I hear stop.
Now you see what I can do!
One more!
Now I'm in the groove!
Go away! Take that! Raging Cascade!
This one's mine!
Tiger Blade!
Dark wind!
Here I come!
Make it rain!
In an instant! Impact Frost!
Light Astral Energy! Photon Flash! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind!
It's time!
Blah, blah, blah! Air thrust! Here goes! Not on my watch!
Flaming meteor!
Take this!
Dance in the wind!
Make it rain!
Kisara frozen!
Hammer!
Looks like we won.
इधर से अब मुझे राइट लेना पड़ेगा।
Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests.
Hi, Hoodle!
Orochi Fury!
Going in!
Denied!
Talon Storm!
Ready and
Go
ready!
now! If they
You
rush
picked the
you,
wrong
you gotta
fight.
jump for cover, okay?
Orochi Fury!
दोहलीम को पार्टी में ऐड करना है भाई। रुको, लॉ को हटाओ, दोहलीम को लाओ, दोहलीम पे स्विच करो और हील मारो सब पे। तो एक मैंने आर्ट देखा था, इसका ही है शायद। ये है ना अच्छा वाला।
May 1,000 years
I'm in your debt.
Not today! Here goes!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky.
इधर नहीं, इधर ही जाते चलो। प्रोबेबली कोई बॉस ही होगा। भाई साहब ये एरिया बहुत अच्छा है देखने में, कुछ डिज्नी मूवी का लग रहा है एरिया। तो लेने जा सकते हो, चलो लेते हैं। भागो भागो।
What's up?
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy.
But what about Shion? She's waiting for us.
All the more reason to conserve our energy.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what we wear ourselves out now. Or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift.
That's right. Besides...
I'm fine. Don't stop on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a...
A little.
ये हर 2 सेकंड में आते हैं केस किट्स।
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy life?
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If she's Renin like you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
Forgive me. I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related. Shion is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a coincidence?
Like I've told you a million times already, I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes break down or have failures. Sorry for being presumptuous.
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt and rage in check? And you were wearing it the whole time you were asleep, right?
I guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
All but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know, but the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
I'm sorry for snapping it.
No apologies necessary.
So
I really hope Shion is okay.
I get why you're concerned, but if you don't rest when you can...
अरे
alone. I'm all alone.
Let's go. We don't want to keep Shion waiting.
I always hear you muttering to yourself whenever we're in battle.
Why do you want to know?
Not really. It's just, are you yelling,
What? No, that's not.
invoke?
How do I put it?
Astral energy?
Not exactly. But
Kind of.
wait.
Or you can ask it.
May lightning condemn those who bear false. Thunderblade!
What are you?
I just asked the astral energy to send down lightning.
बहुत ज़्यादा है यार ये सब skits इसके.
I don't know what.
What do you mean? You were talking.
No,
Really?
cut it out. I was thinking about.
Yeah, of course.
Right. I used to have.
That's a good.
Yeah, but.
Okay, so let me just.
Because.
But it sure doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think the.
Come to.
Yeah.
वैसे नहीं होने वाला.
That's what we're going to climb?
The villagers managed it on their escape from the city. We're going in the opposite direction, but where there's a will.
There's always a way, right? And it looks like we're out of options. Let's grit our teeth and go.
Crap. This injury hurts more than I thought. Shion, sorry, but could you... Oh. Right.
Is it just me? Or does.
I noticed that too.
It's not like we had a choice or... More than that. At least, I...
I see. You hear that, Law?
Yeah.
That's got to be reassuring to hear.
Not being subjected to unwarranted suspicion.
Yeah. That long-winded way you have of...
I think that's more of a personality thing than a Renin.
Really? In that case, I won't have to feel...
ओ भाई ये वाला एरिया अच्छा है बैटल के लिए.
Don't mind if I do.
Armor won't save you. Take this.
ये पार्टी अपने आप कौन चेंज कर देता है? एक बार लॉबी में जाके कर लूंगा मैं.
Firmament render.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
May a thousand gales tear you to shreds.
This one's mine.
I'll be saving this one.
Nothing will hold me back.
Lightning condemn. Thunderbolt. Too much to handle. This one. Astral energy.
Far enough. Demon Fang. Double demon
Gales in the wind. Seal.
Is that a healing art? It is. I can't ignore your pain. Not try to do
Vanquish darkness.
In a bind.
Water snake wing. Tiger blade. Now.
Carve through armor. Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
और मुझे जाना है इधर के आइटम है पर फाइट्स भी है कोई ना.
They're surrounding us. Art expert, come and...
मरियो मत।
You require a hand.
Not today!
The Tempest engulfs you!
Firmament render! Take this! Leave the enemy's arc to me!
No place here! The Tempest engulfs you! The heavens must be smiling.
वो इसका क्या मतलब हुआ जो एंड में लिखा था हु इज सूटेड टू बी अ किंग? या लेवल अप वगैरह होता है क्या?
Chin light.
Armor won't save!
Prepare to be sealed! Can't get out of this!
Lightning is it hot! Get back to area! Sleep now! Now!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
Certainly not.
Remind me to stand with this one.
Dance on the wing!
Ready and ready! Finish it!
Dance on outfit!
In an instant! Impact drop!
I've been doing really great lately.
I think Toodle's hungry.
Funny. I could have sworn that was your stomach making all the racket.
Huh. ऐसे पूछ सकता हूँ क्या? आइटम हीलिंग आइटम है।
I've never stood so close to a waterfall like this before.
I bet it'd feel real refreshing to take a shower underneath this water.
You're welcome to try, but that water pressure...
Hi, Toodle!
Eat dirt!
Here comes lightning and death! Thunderbolt! It's a duel of the arts! Get behind me! Lightning and death!
ओ मैं वही सोचूं मैं किसके साथ खेल रहा हूँ।
Glad you have your uses.
I'll show you how useful I can be.
Dance on the wing!
Shattering the pieces.
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
Can't get out of this!
Dance in the
Not
wind!
today!
Dance on the wing!
In here!
Demon Fang!
Ready, dance on the wind! I can do this all day! Not on my watch! Far enough!
Crescent flash!
Raging cascade!
Piercing roar!
Field! The water tiger blade! Magic is in!
Dance on the wing!
In an instant! Impact drop!
A cool move है impact cross।
We're a pretty lethal combination, aren't we?
What can I say? I had a good partner.
क्या व्यू है भाई यहाँ से? ये गेम सबसे ज़्यादा मुझे एटलीस्ट मतलब बेटर लगता है FF7 के ग्राफिक वाइज में, पर FF7 का गेम प्ले एंड स्टोरी मेरे को काफ़ी ज़्यादा बेटर लगती है। अभी ख़त्म नहीं किया है पर एटलीस्ट अभी के लिए तो मुझे बेटर ही लगता है, पर ग्राफिकली मुझे आर्ट स्टाइल बेटर लगता है रियलिज्म की जगह, तो ये उससे बेटर लग रहा है मेरे को एटलीस्ट। ग्राफिकली ज़्यादा प्लीजिंग लगता है मेरे को ये सब। कोई आइटम है क्या यहाँ पे? यहाँ पे भी ऊपर जा सकता हूँ? नहीं नहीं, मुझे लगा वो है। अरे अरे अरे, इनको डॉज नहीं कर सकता है क्या? काफ़ी बड़ा बंच लग रहा है।
Gotta break through!
Chin light.
Dazzling gale! Tear you to shreds!
Take to the fray!
Gusty nail!
The tempest engulfs you!
क्योंकि सारा मर गई।
My fault. I shall ensure you survive this.
Its armor's too strong!
Split it open.
Be my guest!
In a bind, Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around.
मैं साइड होने का ट्राई कर रहा हूँ, अटक गया उधर.
Maybe show Kisara a little kindness, huh? You can be really dense, though, Halim.
Not today! Elusive deity! Tornado drive! In an instant! Impact block!
I've been doing really great lately.
भाई साहब ये लंबा होने वाला.
Go no further!
रुको रुको रुको, आइटम.
Play, come at me. Tell me about it.
Sword Rain Alpha! Raining slash! It's time! In a bind?
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the
मैं ऊपर वापस शुरू हो गया. एक सेकंड बस.
Stay away.
For my friend! Dance on the wind! Lazarus shot! Crushing strike! Adversity is supposed to be the best motivation. Dance on the wind! All mine! Crushing strike! Elusive deity! Behold! The earth's pulse! Tectonic fission! Not today! Tornado drive! Engulf you! My reach is even wider! Engulf you!
Don't mind if I do.
Crescent slide! I'm nearly done for. Bestow right another incantation ruined. I can carve through it! Can't get out of this!
All right.
I'm on it! Out of the woods.
Here goes.
Crescent slide!
Lightning condense. Thunderbolt. Here goes.
I'm on it!
Raging cascade. Hardwire completely. Dance in the wind.
Fairy circle!
Air thrust. Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Blah, blah, blah. That's air thrust.
Bestow thy mystic mercy! I'll run you through!
Bullseye. Dance in the
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
हेलो. हाँ.
One
Bravo,
deadly
welcome.
strike, just as ordered.
The design of this equipment.
ये किसके लिए होगा? उनके लिए.
And it's really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen.
इधर मुझे जाना है कि इधर. इधर देखते पर एक बार जाके है क्या. आइटम.
Looks like some solid.
इसके लिए भाई फाइनली कुछ मिला पहनने के लिए। काम करता हूँ मैं आउटफिट में जाके ना, इसका भी चेंज करूँगा, बहुत टाइम से चेंज नहीं किया है। डिफ़ॉल्ट ही बना देता हूँ। सबको डिफ़ॉल्ट पहना दूंगा, काफ़ी समय से नहीं पहनाया। इसका तो डिफ़ॉल्ट पता नहीं क्या है, रैक क्लोथ्स वो आर्मर होगा शायद, जो मिला था ना उधर, ये वाला।
Equipment. How much farther?
I don't think we're even half. Way there yet. Hang in there.
Not even halfway.
Serious? Wait, is this a joke?
This one's mine!
Like moths to the flame.
Anything in armor is all mine.
Prepare to be seen!
Make it rain. Go. Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade. Dance on the wind.
Going in.
Everything's going to you.
Ready to go. Target denied.
Dance on the wind.
Lost.
Demon's descent. Flashing fang. Huzzah. Roar. Crescent strike.
Tiger blade. Make it rain.
Long. Hey. Ha. Blow them away. Step back. This one's all law.
यहाँ पे जाना रहेगा। बॉस तो आया नहीं काफ़ी देर से कोई भी। यहाँ पे शायद एक बॉस होएगा, या तो वहाँ पे, क्योंकि ये है हीलिंग वाला एरिया। तो मैं तो अज्यूम यही करूँगा, यहाँ पे जस्ट निकल के शायद बॉस आएगा अभी, नहीं तो। वो खरीद सकते हैं सब। देखो यहाँ पे आएगा, इतना बड़ा एरिया है और हम लड़ेंगे यहाँ पे। वो पीछे वाला जो इंसान वहाँ पे खड़ा है उसको कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा क्या? बॉस फाइट की प्लेस, सिंपल एज दैट।
We've got company.
वो भी ड्रैगन बॉस फाइट, लेट्स गो। ड्रैगन नहीं है भाई, कोई तो
We're getting past without a fight.
बर्ड है,
Watch your feet.
वल्चर
Fall
टाइप
from
का।
here and it's curtains.
We're just trying
मैं सोच रहा हूँ ना थोड़ा लॉन्ग रेंज खेलता हूँ इसके
to get
अगेंस्ट।
past. Get out of our way.
Save your breath while that thing seizes a talking meal.
Then let's show it how wrong it is! Is it trying to stop us?
Dance in the wind.
रेजिस्ट करता है मेरा ये वाला अटैक। देन आई यूज स्प्रेड, नो
Raging cascade. Spread. Not in your dreams.
डोलिम के अगेंस्ट उसका वीकनेस आई गेस एल्फन को हील
Raging cascade.
Now you see what I can do. This one's mine.
Far enough!
Solidity of your move is simply incredible.
Raging cascade. Its wings are lighting up.
It's getting ready to attack.
Take that.
नीचे आ जा बाप
Tremendous power.
Don't face it
ओह नो
Raging cascade.
Ready and rare.
Use its weak point to take it down.
all together, everyone!
रुको डावलीम लेके
This one's mine.
क्या रेसिस्ट करता है अच्छा ये शायद क्रिस्टन प्राइस को रेसिस्ट करता है पर एल्यूसिव डिस्राइटी इसके अगेंस्ट स्ट्रांग है आई थिंक दैट्स व्हाट आई थिंक
In a bind.
आइटम दो भाई रिनविल को
I can carve through armor.
In the wind.
This
Sleep
one's
now.
mine. This one's mine.
I'll be saving this one.
Elusive deity. Tornado drive.
Dance in the wind.
नीचे देखते हो चलो चलो इसके एरिया से निकलो इन लोग को दिखता नहीं है क्या अंधे है
Dance in the wind. Air thrust.
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kitara.
Sovereign Alpha.
Raging cascade.
कुकर वलीम वेरी नाइस
Armor is all mine. What in the
हर आइटम यूज करवा दे रहा है पागल
Mind if I do?
I'm ready in an instant. Impact block. No further.
This one's mine! Denied!
Raging cascade.
सारा को हील करो कोई अरे बस मैं ही कर रहा हूँ हील आइटम्स भी खत्म हो जाएंगे अगर मैं करने जाऊंगा इतना हील तो चलो गोल्डन जेल एलेक्सर यूज करते चलो किसारा पे है 12 बार ये भी आएगा ना भागते हुए
Mystic mercy.
Raging cascade.
I can carve through armor. Benediction.
Raging cascade. Raging cascade.
किसका अटैक है जो वीकनेस दे रहा है अच्छा उसका है
You get the gist.
So is mystic mercy. It's wide open. It won't escape me.
Appreciate the help! Leave the charge to me!
Not in your dreams.
The enemy's open.
Raging cascade.
Devastation.
Raging cascade. Raging cascade. Friend.
Take this. Armor won't save you.
Friend. You get the gist. Friend.
We've got him on the run.
Don't get cocky.
Right.
You get the
Still
gist.
anyone's fight.
Raging cascade.
Not today.
Raging cascade.
It's changing tactics!
ओह अब लास्ट मोमेंट में आता है सेकंड फॉर्म में
Cascade.
So now you're getting
ऐसा बूस्ट है ऐसे सेकंड फॉर्म में
Ready and raring.
must be tired of healing me. I'm merely doing what I can to help. Glad you're on our side. No further!
Raging Cascade! Raging Cascade!
This one's mine!
Blah blah blah, that's spread! Blah blah blah.
Your incantation ruined. Raging Lunar Storm!
Raging Cascade!
क्या हर 2 सेकंड में ऊपर भाग जाता है?
Raging Cascade!
It's your turn! Armor won't save you! I'm ready!
Zara Frozen!
Hammer!
कितना हार्ड नहीं था.
With fauna like that, I'm impressed so many people from Thistleum made it through here alive.
Who's to say there weren't a whole lot more of them who didn't?
भाई साहब.
Well, at any rate, it should be a safer climb now that we've cleared.
No. So long as people feel the need to face terrain this perilous, I'd say
You mean defeating Volron and putting an end to the crown contest, right?
चलो भाई.
we've wasted
यहाँ से वापस माउंट
enough time here already.
How are we still not?
It helps if you try not to look up or down. All you need...
I'm too tired.
Take care you don't fall, at least.
Zoogle?
How would you feel if a 3-course
Law? Best not to listen to him.
Tell me that.
Still, Dohalim has a...
Wouldn't it be great if we could all fly like Hootle? I bet even.
Until...
यहाँ पे कुछ आइटम मैं पहले बोलूँगा मैं. आई थिंक जो अब निकल गए हम फाइनली उधर से. ये अब मेन सिटी देखनी है. मैंने एक बार भी नहीं देखी, पता है मेन सिटी. ओके नहीं निकले, नेवर माइंड. या निकले. बारिश हो रही है क्या? गैनथ हैरोस. यहाँ पे वाटर वाला है ना किंगडम इनका.
We did it. We've reached the top of the mountain.
About damn time. My knees are singing symphony.
Look,
That's it. That's...
So that's where Shion's being?
Most likely.
Most like?
That is what I said, yes.
Pelagian's still our best lead. So that's where we go, right?
Any advice before...
No.
No?
In the ancient tongue, Ganath Haros means Fortress of Naught. Though I fail to see what insight that nugget of trivia holds.
I guess I just thought you might have something we could use.
Since Volron became Lord, the only thing this realm has been known for is its shroud of secrecy. It is Volron's stronghold. All else is incidental. Just keep in mind that you can't be too careful inside.
Speaking of which, just how are all of us planning to get inside exactly?
It's not like there are any secret passages.
We've come this far. If there's no other way in, I guess we'll just have to use the front gate. Volron told us to come find him, which means he's expecting us. Let's...
Land of water or no, this place has a most curious
क्या अभी वो उतना दूर तक जाना है?
atmosphere.
I'd be taking a dip in it if the circumstances were better.
Sorry, but we have to push through for now. Shion is waiting.
Yeah, I hear ya. A soak can wait.
दो घंटा खेल लिया. अब मैं बाद में खेलूँगा प्रॉब्ली, रात में या शाम में. वो भी कल भी हो सकता है, पता नहीं. पर अभी तो नहीं, अब बाद में खेलूँगा. चलो बाय गाइस.